You're now tuned into Kofi's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube salute. Top Dog Entertainment head honcho Terrence Punch Henderson revealed a special contribution he made to Kendrick Lamar's seminal 2015 album, To Pimp a Butterfly. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. The label boss took to Instagram on Wednesday to remember his involvement in the album's closing track, the 12-minute Mortal Man. At the end of the track, K.Dot refers to some words a good friend had wrote describing his world. Punch revealed that those words were his. Alongside an illustrated video of that note, Punch wrote, "We were coming close to the end of making To Pimp a Butterfly. We may have been about 70% done. I remember K.Dot was feeling a bit lost in the concept. It happens sometimes when you're in the thick of the battle. It's easy to kind of lose sight of the original purpose as new ideas and thought enter in. He hit me and asked if I could write something to sum up the album and where we were going. So I thought about it and I wrote some words and I sent it to him. He said, thanks. And we kept moving with the business as usual. A few months later, we were done and we listened to the album for the final time right before the release. And I hear something new on the end of the Mortal Man that I didn't hear. Then I realized these were the words that I sent Dot months before. I had no idea he was using it for the album. Even when we played it back during the process, he never played that section. This will always be a special moment for me because of our connection and understanding, as also being a part of that masterpiece in that way. Prayer hands emoji." Wow, man. I didn't even know he wrote that in. Whatever. So, like I said, at the end of Mortal Man, when he talks about the butterfly, whatever. So a lot of people don't realize that, that part about describing the butterfly. Yeah, that's dope, man. Punch did that. I mean, we all can have writer's block. I've had writer's block when I was in graduate school, when I was in undergrad, and I had to lean on some of my homies like, yo, man, what you think about this, concept or maybe this topic right here, and just hearing their, perspective, like, wow, that's dope, and then I can go back and kind of analyze some other things and kind of, sharpen my own sword. So it's nothing wrong you lean on your close friend and you want them to help you with something. We've all been there. Some people use it to vent and need somebody to listen to them, and you need somebody to tell you maybe from a different perspective, like, yeah, if I wouldn't do this, not to say you're going to take exactly what they would do, but sometimes just listening and having somebody else speak helps you, because having so much going on in your life, as far as like Kendrick Lamar when he was making the To Pimp a Butterfly. So at that time, the album came out, March 2015, because I graduated from Dominguez Hills May 2015. So he was working on that album most likely in 2014, maybe at the end of 2013, but usually probably the whole year of 2014, he was really, putting it down. And at the beginning of 2015, that's when he was probably putting the finishing touches on the album. So at that time, so much is going on. You're trying to actually create your masterpiece, especially when you actually release Good Kid, Mad City, and it's getting crazy buzz all over the globe. The hip hop community is putting it up there in the top 10 best albums ever. It's up there with Illmatic. It's up there with All Eyes on Me. It's up there with AT Aliens. Only Built for Cuban Links. The infamous Mobb Deep, Redman, Muddy Waters, Scarface. Doggy Style. You got some of the best albums ever in history. I'm just naming. I know there's more albums like The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. That's a classic right there. Public Enemy, their first album. Ice Cube, American Most Wanted. So those type of albums, people will slide that right in there like, yo, man, this made an impact. And it did make a major impact. So especially Kendrick, he's a storyteller. He's an artist. Yes, he's a lyricist. He's a MC, but he's an artist because he wants the best. He wants the best type of product. When I mean product, as far as like his display, his picture. If you think about like Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello. I know I'm naming the Ninja Turtles, but real, master painters, whatever. They took their time with the work. So he wanted to make sure that he can live up to those expectations because it was a lot of pressure on him. And especially when you come in with your third album, because remember, Section 80 is actually his first album. But it's just Good Kid, Mad City was released and being pushed with Aftermath at that time. So he wanted to make a huge impact, and he made a huge impact. And shout out to Punch for writing that for him. Post your comments below. Post smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. You want to support, donate to the channel. I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.